Welcome LEGO fans, I'm Solbrick, the Swedish brick fan from Corinthia, Sweden. I'm working on my custom LEGO city called Soltown, and in today's video we are going to work on covering this whole area, a raised level. I ordered the bonsai tree from the interweb, so hopefully I'm going to get that this week. It's going to be placed here, almost like that tree in the Minas Tirith scene in Lord of the Rings. And we're going to have a little arch or something here for the train tunnel. There's a lot of work to be done here. I've created this sketch frame here just to get the right measurements. Unfortunately, this will not be like super aligned. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit, just a little bit higher than that one. But that's fine because this will act as a lid that I am going to put some tiles underneath so that I can just lift that up easily. And this will probably be covered with some sort of facades for buildings since I can't really fit the space in here. Well, maybe the top levels perhaps, but at the same time I want it to be easy just to lift this up and get my hands down here. So this will be covered with larger plates that I'm just going to sandwich together, and they need to be, I think, two plates high, because that's how it looks back here. I have 2 plates and then I have the tiles on top of that, so we're aiming for that goal at least. The tunnel entrance wall segment will be separate from this construction because it's on another base plate. And here we have the platform slash lid. I kind of can see that it's a bit bendy because there's a lot of forces pulling on it, so it looks a bit like a banana. Did someone mention banana? There's always money in the banana stand. But that's fine. I think that will solve itself when I put on some more weights, like the bonsai tree here. And back here we can clearly see that the Scorched Lady is back in Soltown, the very symbol of the revolution that once brought Soltown to life in the war between the stupid men and the women that just wanted to be left alone. According to legend, she was the one that led the revolution. The men kidnapped her and burnt her alive. But don't you worry, there's a happy ending to this story. The women of Soltown finally won because they used the nuclear bomb to wipe out all of the men in City City. And that would never happen in real life. The good guys using an atom bomb like that? No way. If there's something we all need, it's love and supports. On this side I'm going to have some temporary supports, and on this side I'm going to work on something more stable that's not going to be visible, so it's not going to be super pretty, but it's going to be stable. And the reason that I want this to be temporary is because the buildings or the facades that will go in here will be the actual supports for this, just to save on some bricks. However, they will be built in separate videos, so make sure to subscribe. Alright, so I just used 2x4 bricks, pretty basic, and I used the black ones here because they will be closest to the entrance, so they will be kind of visible, so it's good to make them just black so they kind of like melt into the background. However, I need to tile this out, and tiles are kind of expensive and I really need to use them for other parts where they're visible. I just wish that there were some tiles that no one really wants to use. And oh look, oh, I have all of these printed tiles from the new road system, that kind of leftovers. So I'm going to tile these out now. Voila! When I put this together I realized that I had measured this a bit wrong. It's actually 1 stud extra long there, so maybe I will have some sort of little stair or something, just like a little step down there to the next level that will be here on the shelf. And let's just put this down. So it's going to rest in between here. We have these buildings here that I will be next to, and then there will be something here. Well, this might be able to slide a little bit. Maybe I will put down some sort of stopper on that side, and of course the building that will be going up here and the front here. We need to figure out the height here for the tunnel entrance, and I think the caboose is the highest car that I have in my fleet. The way that the train track in Soltown is set up is that it's a full circle, and it's going behind all of these buildings and underneath this shelf that I have here. So that's just a classic model train railroad trick to hide that the railroad isn't really that large in real life. So you can imagine when it goes through the tunnel, it just goes away to wherever, and then it comes back here. And here I am mocking up kind of like the way I would like to have the train tunnel entrance. And then I'm thinking of having a small little building that will be poking out here. Oh boy, have I been stacking gray bricks. Well, I have. And this is turning out rather lovely. So I need to secure this base just because then I'm thinking something like this will be here and continue on this yellow old medieval wall thing that I got going every here and there in Sultan, like over here as well. So that's going to be a nice contrast to all the boring gray, some color there. But I have a problem, and it's this gap that's here. So I don't know, I have to fill this out somehow, or at least cover this up and then kind of fake it till you make it. As always, I'm running out of gray bricks, but I put in some red ones here to just create a sort of a platform that, or a base that these other bricks can be stacked on, because that won't be visible when this whole wall is in place. To make this look a little bit more interesting, I put in that crimson red here and the black rounded kind of like prison windows and some foliage here just to break up the grayness. And I have some bricks or profile bricks there, masonry bricks, so it looks a bit more worn down and that I've just patched it up every now and then over the centuries. And oh, hello! You can open this up here. I've decided to heighten the roof a bit here because this was only 4 bricks high, and a minifig needs at least 5 bricks of height so they can fit in there. And also I put in this little fence there, so it looks nice. And here I am going to put in one of my older mocks, and it's this music store where you can buy your instruments. This is the front side, but it will be facing the other way around, so this will be going down here. Yeah, I need to fix that a little bit better off camera, but I mean, it's such a classic Sultan look to have it over there, so it's back again, baby. Back here I've arranged some bricks to hold the bonsai tree, because look what I got in the mail. So this will be built for my next episode. Anyway, so I need to wrap this up, but you can't have a train tunnel video without having a train running. A bit of a hiccup here, because I wanted to use this old steam engine. It doesn't have a motor. My shunter here, well, it's out of batteries. And this engine, well, there's no magnets here because I used it for something else. I can't pull any cars. And this system, well, it's the new system with a Bluetooth, and I never remember how to actually hook this up with a remote. I'm like, should I press this down? Well, it seems that could work, but the controller is, I think that's out of batteries right now. And I don't want to pull out batteries from these others, it's just a hassle, so I need to buy more batteries. But I do have the trusty old 9-volt system from the 1900s, and here's that switch for that, so I need to hook that up with a cord, and hopefully the cord is long enough, and then I will attach it to this rail because this is metal, so it will hold some current. Yep, the cord is long enough, so let's pray to Odin, the father of us all, that this will actually work. Fire it up. Oh, hello. There you go. Arrivederci. Ciao. Auf Wiederschnitzel. That's a gin and tonic. And will it come back here? It will. It didn't get stuck or anything. So that's a positive. Batteries. Ha! Remote controls. We need that kind of nonsense. I got a cord with electricity. Modern nonsense going on. Hello. And with that said, make sure to stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe to the Soul Brick show. Here we go.